And you can't call Chaplin a method actor. I'm a great fan of Buster Keaton. I'm a fan of Peter Sellers. And he's a formidable actor. You must see a film called Tea House on the August Moon by Brando. He plays a Japanese. Why would I not do so many accents in my films? I was trained by these actors for free. I like Stanley Kubrick. He's no actor, but he shaped the actor in me, the way he deals with his actors. I'm a great fan of Hitchcock. For him, actors are cattle. That's all he thinks of them. But doesn't matter. But what a great farm he has. Beautiful farm, the best in the world. Like Mr. S.D. Burman is dead, R.D. Burman is dead, so I'm not bringing their names. But otherwise, he ranks in that. We should be happy that he's alive also.
Good evening, sir. This is Rupin. It's an honor to share this space with you. You're legend in your own field. Currently, I'm feeling a lot of vibes from you. Being so close to you, you have having a lot of positive energy. This question relates to your childhood. I would like to ask something about that. Whenever we speak of legends, we see that they, from their very starting, they show their inner talent. We see Sachin Tendulkar, he stands with a bat when he was 5 years old. When we see Michael Jackson, he is dancing from 12 years old. So today you are a great legend in your own field. So what, can you describe something about your childhood? Did you feel a kind of something growing within you when you were 10 years old, 12 years old?
Oh yeah, my lung, heart, everything grew in size. And but no, without ridiculing your good intent, let me come to the point. There was quite a list of questions there within that. So let me say what was that. I hated the word legion because it makes it so untrue and makes it sound like a yarn. No, legions are made. A lot of stuff is added on to what actually exists. So let me bring it down to ground zero, and not the American one, to ground zero, and take it up from there. What did I find in me as a child? A good family around me. That was important. And when I say a good family, I'm not talking about pious, God-fearing. It didn't matter what they were. They were a good family. They were nurturing in nature. And fortunately, it also happened that I happened to be a very late child of my father. He was 50 when I was born. So that made me a grandchild. And my brothers became my fathers, actually. And my father was my grandfather. And that's why I make a film like Hey Ram, because I am stuck in a time warp. I understand 1940s and 50s better because I've heard stories about it, so much of it. So I'm able to look at today from that point of view, which gives me a vantage position to look at it. So if you're talking about what inspired me, it's a family. My sister is a great classical dancer. So it was peer pressure that I had to do something equally good. My brother was, apart from being a lawyer, after finishing his law, he went to do his MA philosophy. It's a bit wonky in the head to do such a thing. But I liked it. He's my hero too. And my other brother went into business. He quit law and went into business totally. He's a businessman even today. He never one day went to the court except to collect his sanad, as they call it. And that's it. And these are the kind of people who peopled my life. And they were all encouraging. And they were it was a different kind of. My eldest brother was an atheist, and a loudly proclaimed one. So was my uncle. And my uncle was a union leader. So you see where Anbe Shivam comes from. So Nalla Shivam comes, a bit of it from my life. This is what I know. It's because of my village that I came from. Suddenly I was thrown into the urban situation, not when I was 20, but when I was 3. So it didn't sort of the culture shock was not there. It was another playground for me. So I graduated. What was a culture shock was not even America. Bombay was for me. I suddenly realized this side of the Vindhyas behaves, talks differently, and this side of Vindhyas is different. And my respect for Mr. Gandhi grew multifold because he managed to unite this parochial, warring faction, probably 56 factions, I don't know how many were there. But it's very difficult. If you want to know something about management, know about this man.
I have a question.
I'm Puneet from School of Management. I'm not from Chennai, but I'm still a big fan of yours.
Thank you. Thank you.
My question to you is, in India today, on one side we have film stars who make crores for even one movie, and on one side we have people who struggle to earn even like 2 meals for a day. How do you think these film stars can bridge this divide? Or for that matter, the film industry can help bridge this divide? Like set up a film studio in a village, or like, is that sort of thing possible?
I think this is a bridge which will be work in progress for another 500 years. This bridge, the construction of this bridge is what conceived communism. Marx and Engels wrote Das Kapital with the hope of bridging this. The work is still in progress. It's not done. Some people are fighting with guns. Some people hide in the forest. Some people are bringing it in the form of democracy. I don't know how many of you, I'm in the front seaters, would know. How many of you know about Gandhian Marxism? There was one stage, Mr. Ram Manohar Lohia wanted to sponsor that kind of, much to the chagrin of true-blooded communists. But this is a bridge which needs to be built, and that's what it's going to be. Not all of you in this room are going to be driving a Mercedes-Benz, believe me. Some would do it because they are lazy. Some would not be able to do it because they are lazy. Some because they think they are unlucky, but not have enough fight in them. And some, I can't even explain the theory of chaos at work, but doesn't matter. And some would have chosen to be without a Mercedes-Benz. And those are the heroes I'm willing to salute today. Kamal Haasan. Any day. Yeah. I know it didn't fully answer, but that's the truth. A message? I started with that. I said I'm a high school dropout. Yes? Okay. Now we are getting very parochial here. Yeah, well, that's okay. Come. Okay. Even Rajini and I get into that fight. Yeah. But that's a healthy one. I hope you have a healthy fight. Similar alphabets, but look at the words, what they form. But only similar. We are not the same. There's a K. There's no J in me. You know, it goes like that. But compare Brando and John Wayne.
A picture, they say, is worth 1,000 words. And we know books have changed society. Do you feel, sir, that pictures, cinema, has changed society?
Pictures have changed society right from the time of caves. The caves in France are proof enough. The first hunt was very important for the series of other generations. The Cro-Magnon man must have benefited from it. Or we don't know. We don't know if the Homo erectus ever painted at all. Probably he did. So the pictures make a lot of impact even before language. So we only made it more mobile, perfected. We added a little blur to it, and even in digital cinema, we still have to add the blur to make it comfortable for you. And pictures are, yes, but now the multimedia platform, the convergence of all the platform is going to make this all look into one form. Pictures, words, it's going to be like a person. The media technology is going to become like a person. So you're not going to say, I met 2 pairs of eyes and a mouth and a friendly ear. You just say, I met so-and-so. I think technology will reach a position where you will be able to say, I met an idea. I just saw an idea. Or I just experienced an idea. It's going to happen because I sincerely believe that entertainment tomorrow will dip into your own gray cells, not into ours. We will just be manipulators working with your gray cells, your memories, your colors, because ultimately the customer is right. So how right can we be in trying to manipulate it? So we leave it all into your head and start playing with your head. We already do.
Something like Inception?
Yes,
movie?
Could be. No, but this much before Mr. The director of the film decided to make films. I've been thinking of this idea. So this is a pet idea of mine where you get into the minds, which is, I mean, I'm not talking in terms of dreams or just a hypothesis, but I think you can, there are certain researches going on in neurotechnology where they are able to get into the mind. Right now only with monkeys, but then it'll also happen to Homo sapiens soon. When that happens, our business will move